Dana! Are you first, though? Are you truly? You are. You know, I put on this toilet paper explosion, but the more I think about it, I don't know if I want it. It just doesn't hit the same. Oh. Also, I'm kind of feeling the Dominus today. Let's warm up with that. I bought some more decals for it. PG stream. Oh no, whoops. I didn't change my stream information. I actually typed it all in and then I actually didn't edit it. My bad. Definitely not an OG team stream. Holy shit, it's Hatfield. Hi, Hatfield, what's up? How's the fam? Goddamn. It's been a fat minute. A legend returns to the fold. He teased us? Oh. Doctor, apparently there's drama. You streamed? Oh my. Your annual stream? Biannual. Oh, sorry, I forgot. I forgot you have a commitment to your shareholders. It's the second buy I'm in, AO. Is that actually true? I don't know if we ever talked about that. Oh. By myself? Aww. I still remember when Riker fucking unloaded that chat. Just kind of like, here you go, take this. And then the entire chat roasted me for a solid 5 minutes. And I was just like, damn, actually just got pwned. I was on break. It was my only time to watch. Oh, wow. Okay, so this man took a break, ready for Zadoctor action. And then Zadoctor's just like, LMAO, JK. Okay, now that changes a lot. I'm on Hatfield's side. Down with the doctor. While testing my OBS stuff, that happens. There is a test. There is like a test setting you can turn on. I don't know if they built into OBS yet, but I know it. You can just change your stream link or your stream key. I was recording and watching back. Ah. Bam your shit. Yeah, so what I think was going on is that I was using vMix and I did them some like secret test streams a while back. And it was working fine, but I think the difference today was that apparently at some point, some setting on the back end got changed and it was forcing my stream into 30 FPS instead of 60. Problem is, whenever I tried to change it to 60, my animations started lagging. And I think it's because in vMix, the way you port people's calls in and get their audio is to give them a call, which is literally like putting them on a link where they connect and they connect their mic and they connect their camera. And once they did that, they were able to actually be in my call. That's how I get Seb's camera in there. And Torment, the coach, needs a live feed of the game so he can coach the players and see what the broadcast sees, but without a delay. And so I was giving him that. And I think with all of those things plugged in together, I think it was just lagging the machine or something. So then my frame rate, even though on my side, it was 60, 60, 60, 60, 60, 60, 60, 60. Like I was looking at stream and I could see the frame drops and like the weird like cuts. I think it was just because I had too many like random nonsense things going on. And vMix is not even that heavy of a program at times, but I know it really works sometimes on trying to prioritize stream quality. So I think between like just the lower frame rate in general and also just like the lag introduced by all those other inputs, I think it just kind of borked the machine. So honestly, I would have switched off into OBS halfway through, but I didn't want to deprive Torment of his live feed. So later in the stream, I might ask some of you guys to volunteer and help me out with a quick fix I found the other day. That I'm probably gonna switch back to OBS just for simplicity's sake and then try to go from there. vMix is really fun to play around with. It's just not. I understand now why every producer who has vMix tries to run a 2 PC setup, which I technically could do because I do have my gaming laptop. So. Also, what was the story about that giant fight that broke out? I think it was the Leafs, where they had a breakaway or something after they pulled the goalie. The other team pulled the goalie and they slap shot it in, and then the entire field, and then the entire other team that got scored on started beating the shit out of the goal scorer. I'm definitely not a fan, especially at the time. I mean, that's European time for sure. Yeah, people waking up at like 3 a.m. for an F1 race, and I'm like, yeah, nah. The Senators shot Leafs so soft. Oh, so it was the Leafs doing that. I mean, I feel like that's kind of like an unwritten rule. Like, you have a wide open net, like, all you gotta do is tap it in, but shooting it as hard as possible. But that happens in soccer, too, sometimes. Like, a player will, like, get an open net, and they'll just drill it as hard as possible into the net. It's kind of just like an extra, like, fuck you. But, yeah, that was pretty, I saw that, and I was just like, that's kind of funny. I do find it really funny that hockey is the only sport where players can get in a fight and the refs are like, all right, guys, I'm going to let you punch each other a little bit. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a fight. And they're just like, sure. From Road America, stupid Chicago, huh? I'm fucking drilling that shit as a fuck you. I mean, yeah, but that's the thing is like people get soft about it. I don't know. That's I would say that's the closest I've ever seen to hockey having like a unwritten rule, maybe. But I don't know. I still think baseball is the stupidest unwritten rule sport. There's so many stupid things that don't apply at all and don't affect anything. And players have actually like almost like cleared the benches over, and I'm just like, brother, come on. Like a freaking outfield player walking across the mound between innings, and the other pitcher's like, you wanna fucking go, bro? I'll fuck you up. And it's just like, bro, like, settle down. That didn't do anything. Scroll up. His roar was a cross check to the head. Yep. Road America is a fantastic racetrack in Wisconsin. Interesting. What's the NASCAR? What's the NASCAR track that has an actual right turn in it? Watkins Glen? Or is Watkins Glen a state park? Wait, isn't that a state park in New York State? I just realized. Road America, Watkins Glen, and Sonoma. I thought Sonoma was just a gas station. Oh, no, that's Sunoco. Never mind. I'm a big fan of right turns in racing. The sangria alone is worth going to the Glen. You guys drink sangria watching racing? So fancy. The mod crew that drinks and watches fast cars go zoom. It's the mod team that mods together. Daniel and Venom, thank you for the follows. In fact, with those 2 follows, I am now over 19,000 followers on Twitch. Yay! Do you have any advice for streaming? Talk to people, even when you don't have anyone to talk to. And what I mean by that is a lot of small streamers, my number 1 advice is always that if you think about it, from a streamer's perspective, it's very hard to just talk about whatever, but you gotta act as if people are talking. Like bring up stories, bring up like interesting stuff, react to stuff in gameplay, even if there's no one in stream or chatters that you know are watching. It also helps if you mute your viewer count. A lot of players just stare at it and they're like, oh, there's no one here, there's no one here, there's no one here. But if you think about it, that means that when someone comes in, as a viewer perspective, if you're not talking, they just tune in and see some guy silently playing a game and there's like, all right, and then they click off. But if you're actually talking, they might actually like be listening to you if you're telling like a funny story or something goofy or talking about like the strategy of the game or knowledge that you have about the game or whatever. Then at least people have like something to stick around for. And I feel like I see a lot of small streamers that I try to raid. I see them do that a lot. And I'm just like, I don't know, bro, you got to stay a little bit more active. Obviously, as your chat grows, it's a lot easier to keep talking because there's people responding. But as a small streamer, definitely just practice, like get used to talking to yourself and act as if people are responding. It can be a difficult skill, but believe me, you'll see yourself start get followers and more chatters as you go on. Follow, do you have 30 seconds to impress me? All right, I know you have a great imagination. Watch this juggling. Oh, get it a 4th? There you go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I practiced that for a bit. Not my weirdest fact. Do something sexy with your hands. Okay, bye. Damn. Big time caster man and A&M alumni? Are you currently a student? I forget, actually. Either way. Texas A&M man, Zephyr. He's a busy guy. Professional caster. I stayed to say no, I'm a current student. Okay, excellent. Well, it's good to know that you are currently falling out. Also, he's a weatherman, I should say. He is he does the Texas A&M weather. A man of many hats, at least 3. Ballin', yes. Bro, don't you know everyone who works in esports is making 6 figures? Wait, you're not making 6 figures? Oh, well, you're doing something wrong. Everyone knows contractors in esports have some of the cushiest and most consistent work in esports. Unless you're Fortnite, that's true. I mean, Fortnite's just funny because they're like, we want all of our casters to be dedicated Fortnite casters for all 3 of our events we run each year. I'm just like, how the hell are anyone, how is anyone a full-time Fortnite caster as a tier 2 caster? They're not. And your actual meteorology? Late Feb? Huh? Tell me when the next Perseids are? Perseids. Freeze my ass off? Hell yeah. Going to school for atmospheric sciences originally, should have stuck with it. I saw this huge argument online where people were like, actually, when they say there's a 50% chance of rain, what they're saying is that there's only it will rain only in 50% of the area that the weather is covering. And everyone was like, what? And like, yeah, it's not actually talking about percentage chance. It's talking about the area. And I'm like, no, they know it's gonna rain, but like, I feel like that's splitting hairs functionally. Like, if it's the location, but they're not 100% sure on like where exactly the location, they're just like, yeah, it'll be like not everywhere, but most places, then functionally it's kind of like, yeah, it is kind of like a 50% chance to rain. Like maybe the storm, maybe the winds might shift, maybe it might go to a different place. I'm like, it just feels kind of weird that people are like, nah, it's not the same. I'm like, functionally, if I see 30% chance to rain, I know that it might rain, but it also might, like, it's most likely not going to, or I won't experience a lot. That's all I need it for. People actually try to be like, nah, it's like, there's just crazy likelihood it's stupid, it's only location. I'm like, well, unless they can tell me with an insane amount of confidence which locations, I'm still gonna just assume it might rain near me. It's just that no one gets that specific. I mean, people hate Dopplers. 60% of the time, it rains every time. Nah, that was musty. All right, we're probably warmed enough, he says. The minute cast stuff. I think they should just do a minute chaos weather check-in every once in a while, where they're like, and now to the weather on the 9s, and then they just have one guy have to rattle off every single bit of weather that people need to know throughout the day in a minute, just frantically clawing at several touches, at several different touch screens. Daniel, I just want more snow. He is alone in that sentiment, unless you're a skier, bro. I haven't skied in a while. Can we go to a Swiss chalet and go skiing? I haven't skied in a bit. I would actually be super down to ski. I used to do it in 30 seconds. Oh. So what you're telling me, Zephyr, is that you can make TikToks of your weather report. That's all I'm getting out of this. Weather Channel really carrying the shit out of the news station's socials. Honestly, if you made a TikTok, filmed it at like 4 a.m. and then like release that shit. That morning traffic. Oh. Ooh, the finesse. My very first touch of the day. My buddy does it for Hawaii every day. I just don't feel like it's me. I feel that. Love a chance to spray you with snow. Heyo. Doctor loves spraying his white stuff. Anyways. Oh, that was very risky by me, but it worked out. Gotta link up with an ALGS coach. Oh, flex. Ah, of course. Gotta get your stuff in. See, Zephyr, thank you for the follow, and I'm glad you enjoyed my juggling. That was all for you. You're surprisingly good at this. I would hope so. Because you can play Rocket League. I have been the highest rank in the game. You're telling me you're not Predator? I thought like 90% of all people were the second highest rank in the game. That's how I introduce all my friends who are good at Apex. They're like, hey, this guy's a Predator. Everybody, watch out. This guy's a Predator. He'll get you. Real ranked is coming back? Okay. Yeah, the rank distribution of Apex is actually like borderline the funniest thing I've ever seen. Oh, he actually just full sent. It's 2v3. You do know that, Nez, right? Hmm. Oh. So I'm back to plat? Ah, okay. Well, I'm glad. A couple people in my chat might actually have watched you on ALGS. They're big into Apex. I don't know if they watch Comp, but they're missing out on a celebrity right now. Oh, you both went. I'm not gonna lie, chat. This is embarrassing. How the hell are we giving up a goal? You guys had the easiest read. You both missed it. Oh my gosh, come on. What am I doing? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Zen. I think he just realized it's 2v3, and now we just lost our advantage. Oh my gosh. Lefty definitely joined back in and be like, how the hell did you guys actually keep that? Yo, I saw the most insane shit talk post the other day. So the Score did this video on like the history of using bot as an insult in CSGO. And someone was like, comment your favorite trash talk or something in the comments. And someone said, stop coping, start roping. And I'm like, holy fuck, that is insane. That is psychotic. I cannot imagine someone actually dropping that in like a fucking ranked match. That's nice. Lefty's in trouble. Nice shot. Nice shot still. Hi, Foxy, by the way. I think I said hi to you in my head. So if I didn't say hi, I apologize. I like your little person looking thing. I'm not sure if that's an actual, like, writing in another language or if it's just a person. Or both. Taco really out here seeing foreign languages in a written form and being like, yo, LMAO, is that a Rorschach? Uh-oh, Gio, you're dead. Oh, he's not. Nope. I'll leave the boost for you. Oh, no, he was so nice. He left for me. Style. LMAO. That was a little spooks. Texas changed taco. What? Bro, I only wear my 5-gallon hat. I haven't upgraded to a 10-gallon yet, so it's fine. You could also say the content has changed. Still probably one of the most memorable quotes in stream culture for a while. You should coach me on bronze 1. I actually don't take coaching from any player below gold, simply just because 99.9999999% of the time, if you're bronze, you should just be playing the game more. And everyone's like, but I do play the game. Like, no, you don't. People think playing this game for 10 hours equals like you should rank up. No, this game takes so long to get good at. I know people who are 100 hours in and they're still silver. So you should be like working at it for a bit. It's just getting used to things and getting used to like the basics. Bronze and silver is literally like, can I drive in a straight line? Gold is like, can I actually hit the ball with some direction? Platinum is where you actually need like precision to the point of like being strategic. With your beady eyes, oh yeah. Reeking of urine. You're 1,000+ hours in. I find it hard to believe that you're 1,000 hours in and you're bronze, unless you're trying to play telepathically. You're like that woman streamer who plays with the ring of detectors on her head that responds to neurological activity, and so she can play with her brain. Except you don't have the device. You're just like thinking really hard at, the game, being like, this will work. Oh, it's Bolio. I just realized. It's an OG bud of mine from a first league I ever played in. And Laz, I think it's Lazarus, another OG. I don't know X who was friends with them, though. I'm just gonna hope that our one guy back is not gonna, okay, good. I was gonna say he's not gonna screw that up. Yeah, I'm not bronze. I knew it! That's a liar. Mod, send him to the gulag. Get him out of here. He shouldn't be around organized society. Organized society. Oh. Orderly? Also, Chad, I've scripted out a very stupid YouTube video that hopefully I can put out this week. I hope you'll enjoy it. Also, quick pop quiz. There's 2 maps in the game that do not have a crowd. Technically. What are they? First one to answer gets a brownie. Nope, Farmstead is a crowd. Your mom, correct. My mom does not have a crowd. If everyone playing at home and would like the answer instead of having to guess, Urban Central and Deadeye Canyon. 2 maps that do not have a crowd. Beckwith technically has no one in the stands, but for some reason when you score, there are cheers. So I count that as like a half thing. Oh. Sounds like a Leaf game. Oh no. Starbase. Starbase has a crowd. Neo Tokyo has a crowd. Crowd as in people are in the stands watching them. Your title gave me a heart attack? Yeah, me too. I forgot to change it, my bad. So, AK, I'm just debating. My video has to do with the maps in Rocket League, so I had to look through all of them with a great amount of detail. Incredible clickbait. I mean, it's not really incredible clickbait when it's just a lie. Best clickbait is something that's like technically true, but like this is literally just the same as like, I am killing a man live on stream, and then you log in and I'm just like eating crackers. And everyone's like, wait, this isn't vigilante justice. I love how Deadeye has the egg in Narnia. My brain just shut off, what? Why isn't it the Toronto Maple Leaves? Because they always seem to stay. On my mind. There's an egg that is way in the distance behind a rock. Well, if they're, are they though? Is that by the Maui Island statue? If anything, I would say that's a worshiper, maybe not a viewer. There's also a Maui Island, or Easter Egg Island, Easter Island head inside of the tire swing in Farmstead up on the hill. I discovered that little detail. Stand the sign. All right. We're slowly just trying to get back to our neat little 1800s area, and then ideally challenge up into SSL tonight. Feeling good. So I was just laying quiet. I was wondering if production saw that. I mean, I was doing prod on that one. There was a lot of random glitches. I'm going to try to revert to a different system next week. Hopefully that'll fix everything. I was trying something experimental last week, and it was working off stream in all my tests, but for some reason, not off stream, it was working on a stream when I was testing it last week, but then suddenly this week it just kind of, it just worked. I think something was going on the back end that changed something. My stipulation for the video with crowds is that the eggs have to be in a situation in the map that it looks like they're conceivably watching what's going on in the Rocket League game. So if they're like way far away and around a bend, I can't really say in good conscience that they're supposed to be there for the game. But yeah, it's basically a whole video about what is the worst fan experience in Rocket League. Because like I was talking about that from I had this epiphany the other day for this video, which I think is going to be a kind of stupid rant video, where I like organize all the maps into like, okay, there's like good maps all around for like the spectators of Rocket League, like the eggs. Like assuming they're all bought a ticket to games like this, like what are the best stadium, like what are the best seats and best stadiums for the eggs, and then what are the worst seats available. I'm not gonna lie, Champions Field is a fucking nightmare, and same with Wasteland. Those two maps are literally like, I can't imagine anyone wanting to buy a ticket to that shit. Then again, based on the lore, Wasteland might just be straight up like post-apocalyptic, so maybe they're not buying it all. Maybe that's like a gladiatorial arena. Aquadome isn't great. Yeah, that Aquadome is in my bad but not like horrible category. I have it organized into like good, bad, or good, good-ish, bad, and horrible, basically. You had a stream up and you were showing the game. That's all we asked for you guys. Joking around is golden. Yeah, I just felt bad because I really pride myself on having a really high quality stream, especially when it comes to doing it for the OG boys. So I was just really upset myself that I wasn't able to like fix this stuff. I was able to make it a little bit better and increase the frame rate over time. But yeah, for the most part, that was a very substandard thing. And because of that, I was getting really self-conscious about the stream. And I'm going to say that cast yesterday was probably the worst I've casted in probably like 9+ months. That was like a D- cast from me. I was just really distracted and I was not focused up, which made the cast really poor. Wow, he actually was that late to it. I was playing his 50. I mean, I'm not gonna let it get to me like, oh my god, it's Jover, what the hell, that was terrible, I let everything down. It was more so just like, I hold myself to a high standard on both streaming and casting, and because of one, I let the other one down, so it's just like, popped in a bit, didn't want to do this frame, it wasn't completely unwatchable. Well, that's what I'm saying, like, that's I don't want anyone to come, the worst part about a stream is technical issues, because it's something people will notice immediately. Like, if the casting is maybe like a little, you know, off and on, whatever, like, that's fine. If if the stream quality is off, or like, the frame rate or the audio is off, then people start to be like, like what the heck? And that's just distracting. The focus should be on the players and the story, so that's why next week I'm trying to figure it out. Part of the issue, I think, was me trying to port in a live screen share both to Seb and also to Torment, because he Torment's the coach for OG. And I was able to give him that, but I think because of how many different video sources had to be running that were like live broadcasting out, it was just kind of sucking up the upload bandwidth, and therefore my stream took a hit in terms of frame rate. So I'm trying to find a way to around that for next week. Ideally, I can get I can get Torment into the call with Seb, so when I stream my POV, it's just going to one source instead of, you know, 2 different screen shares. But I don't know. Let's see. Nice save. When you're on the other screens, yeah, that's what I'm saying though, because Rocket League needs like a good frame rate, and so for some reason it was just like the game. And it's mainly just because in the other games, in the other stuff, it doesn't really matter if we're not 60 frames per second, but I was noticing for some reason my engine was capping the stream at like 29.94 FPS. So yeah, I need to fix that. Your BFF's with Torment. I mean, I am, but that's okay. Yeah, we texted the other day. It may have just been, hey, I'm going to send you a link, and he said, okay, cool, but that's still basically how BFFs talk. Name dropper. Yeah, so anyway, Calm and me were DMing. Yeah, I may be Twitter mutuals with the entire OG roster. NBD. Yeah, I may have been mutuals with them even before they were signed to OG. Oh. Go Robert. That's what you call Calm. Robert's his first name. Yeah, I'm on a first name basis with pros. It's not a big deal to me, LMAO. That's still probably the best copy pasta ever. The fact that it's actually a real comment someone made. Hey, Unrational hasn't been that good at Warzone. First $1 billion prize pool winner. He declares in 2070. Those that you're not allowed in the game. Okay, so when you are streaming Rocket League or RLCS, there's only 10 slots that people can be in. So there's 4 per team. And the problem is if you're broadcasting the game, you have to be able to have the observer in. The problem is that you're not allowed to have like a coaching slot in. And so it's this awkward situation where like, if the coach wants to watch, they're forced to basically watch a stream of it, but stream delay at best is like 4 to 5 seconds behind. And coaching off of a stream delay, as someone who did that the other day, is not a fun experience because you have to catch up with a lot of stuff, and then you don't even know what happened until it goes in, and by the time you actually get the feedback to them about what happened during that run of play to leave it up to a goal or something, then they're at kickoff. So you have like a very short amount of time to actually do stuff. So the solution that coaches have figured out is like, okay, well, if we get a screen share of it, then it's like delayed by like a half second, and then we can actually like fuck around and deal with some actual coaching and live reaction. And the issue is that if I'm running a stream where I'm getting Seb's camera and I'm doing a screen share to him and also doing a screen share to them, then technically I'm outputting my stream to 3 different places, because that is all 3 upload sources that my internet connection has to bear. And I think because of that, it tanks the frame rate a little bit. So when you're on camera, it doesn't really matter because this webcam is doing fine, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But the moment it starts lagging in game, when you're used to watching Rocket League at like bare minimum 60 or 144 FPS, I think you really start to notice frame drops when it's in like 45 or 30 FPS. And so I think the game is just way more noticeable than it is on the other cameras. So I think the game just could not keep up with the demands of the stream when I had all those upload sources going. So yeah, I might... Honestly, the easiest solution is just ask if Torment uses Discord or TeamSpeak with his squad. Because if they use TeamSpeak, then I'm literally just going to be like, I'm going to call you on Discord, you deafen, and then you'll have a screen share. Because that'll make everything so much easier. Oh my god, it's Yagami. Wait, is that fake Yagami? It's not, it's my Yagami. Crazy. Oh, it's in Central. Triple processing? I mean, not really. It's just more so the upload. It's like more, it's less like my machine can't run Rocket League and more like the stream can't output it. Because the thing is, vMix was like able to chug along and say I was hitting at 60 FPS, but with Rocket League, it was just not able to like actually deal with all that shit. In Rocket League, it's very framey if there's a performance hit. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh, I don't know why it didn't look like he had the reset. Oh, whoops. I was kind of playing his touch and they didn't touch it. I realized I over-adjusted way too hard. Sorry, Sandra, you took too long. Ooh, close one. Nice pass, holy. For my esports, and it was a weekly game. My main guy told me I had to broadcast a stream for my team. But that's the thing, is like it's when you're streaming. I have like a pretty good PC and a graphics card and CPU and everything. It's just that I think vMix takes up a lot of resources, and I was just throwing way too many out there. Because yeah, the stream looked great when I was on the cams and everything, but the moment we had to like actually go to the cut to the game, I think it really was struggling. So yeah, for next week I've decided I'm just gonna try to find another workaround with my regular OBS and see if that improves the quality. So I might ask you guys to help me out with someone like connect into a call or something and figure out something I could do. Because there's an OBS Ninja screen sharing app that apparently is a little bit lower impact that I can use with OBS, and I might just try that. Couldn't be on the field. Yeah, leagues are very particular about who can be on the pitch. What's stupid about the way RLCS works is that there really should be no reason that an observer and a coach should be in, because that's 5 slots per team. I think it's mainly just because they know the observer is going to be on director cam, and the main issue that a lot of people deal with when it comes to coaches is they're afraid that they're going to like see the other team's boost or something, which is so stupid because I don't even think that'd be useful in a game as fast as Rocket League. And the higher level you go, like I can pretty much estimate out how much boost players have just by like game sense alone. So like it's weird to think that people would try to like cheat the system and be like, oh, person in the back is 30. Now we have 20. Other person has 10. Other person has 40. Other person like what? It would just be distracting. You'd have to fit that in between comms or something and not get distracted. Interesting topic. Okay. The long one? Okay. I don't know why I just let him flick that. Very confusing by me. I kind of borked myself with that turn. I should have turned around immediately, but for some reason I was expecting him to cut the first one. That's why I was confused. Or cut and flick the first one, but he just actually kept it on his hood, and that's what kind of blew my mind. I was like, oh. I was playing off of his flick so I could just jump up and tab it back. Bit of a misplay there. Bro. Now the instant comeback. Central coming back. I was like, he's got to go. I'll rush. And both turn. Love that. When it comes to the esports, is based on team success rate. Like, there's nope. It's just how many they buy. I think all orgs get a 30% cut of all esport decals sold. That is the rate I believe I've been told. Yeah, the orgs are basically offered the chance to design a decal. So for them, it's a huge money-making opportunity because esports is kind of a money hole. So it doesn't really cost them too much in terms of like potential profit to just hire an artist, pay them a couple thousand, and be like, hey, design us a cool decal. They design one, it gets pushed out, and then they make a bunch of money. Which is why I'm really confused why Carmine Corps decided to send in the most boring thing I've ever seen in my life. Their decal last year was great. This one feels like they almost ran out of time. Just like blue with like white squiggle every once in a while, and I'm just like, don't have one. But I can see them have one. No, they will never have one. You have to be a legitimate esports org. Pirates on a Boat is an indie team basically. They don't have an org. And it has to be reputable orgs, which is why we don't see random like Ploverity. Like as much as I love them, they're never getting a decal unless they're consistently finishing like top 4 or something. I didn't expect both them whiff. I started going inside. I'll say Pirates on a Boat can that's cringe. Yeah, Pirates on a Boat can actually pop off and continue to make main event and get farther and farther. I think they can actually pick up an org. Getting top 8 in first regional, based on how competitive it is in NA, was nice. And then qualifying again is the hard part. They did that, so just gotta win through Swiss, and they're in a good position to potentially look at an org pickup. It always helps to have a player like Andy evolved, who's like a veteran of RLCS, who has been on reputable orgs before. They went through uppers too, right? Yes. Wow, the steal into the actual last second adjustment. I'll take that 1-1. All right, we got a Sendy. Wolf? Yeah. Ooh. We're gonna keep that middle just because it slows them down. They're all going to the sideline, so sometimes you hit it in the middle and it kind of forces them to turn around and be like, wait a minute, hold on. Reallocate. Okay, out. Yep. Wolf solo play? Maybe? No. I don't mind the double-double. Ooh. Sendy? Kind of a risky challenge. I was hoping their corner would spawn, but I, to be honest, was not paying attention to when it was picked up, so. My brain turned off. I thought trash went to the backboard. I wasn't even paying attention to him turning. Oh. Should have traded there, right? I'm just gonna take the risk and get this mid boost. I say as it gets stolen. Oh my god, Bubbly, you're so fat. They're just stealing all my boost. I save. Oh. I was about to say, I'm like, I can spike that. Just gonna get up. Yeah, it was like the last thing I want to do is have the ball drilled over my head. Just think walking into a land and it looks like the Japanese dragon field. Japanese dragon field, what? Forbidden Temple, Fire and Ice. That's also in my terrible maps video. Nice, Wolf. Oh, also, anyone else been following the beef of Lion Blaze and Buddy online? They like actually they hate each other? No, spill the tea. So, basically, Buddy, from what I remember, Buddy and Lion Blaze, when they were at Northwood, used to be on the same team. It was like the Northwood A team. And everything's going fine, you know, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then they recruit Zanil. Zanil wants to go to Northwood. Lion Blaze and Hockey are like, okay, well, we're gonna team with Zanil. Buddy, you're gonna get put into the B team. So it's gonna be Pirates, Adam, and you. And Buddy was just like, why am I getting benched? Why wouldn't Zanil go to the other team? And like apparently Lion Blaze is just like, sorry, you don't work hard enough. So he's gonna take your spot. Then comes Summer Series, Northwood White, which is Buddy's team, places higher than Northwood Blue. Apparently because Lion Blaze all summer was not playing the game. He was taking a break, readying up for RLCS. And so Buddy kind of got angry at him for basically being like, okay, so you're gonna kick me for not working hard enough, and then you do worse than us in Summer Series because you're not working hard enough. Like, what the hell's going on here? And apparently Lion Blaze has kind of ignored it, doesn't really pay attention to like what Buddy's complaints are. And then cut to RLCS. Ooh, the redirect. Hello, Angie. Hello, Virgil. Yeah, and then so now fast forward, Lion Blaze is on a team called Omelet. Buddy is on, I believe, Deleted XD along with Knight and Adam. They are basically the Maryville University team, if I remember correctly. And Buddy swept his way through day one of RLCS quals, which is pretty easy to do. But due to bad seeding, Lion Blaze's team lost in day one. So they had to play through lower bracket, which means 9 straight wins required to get into main event. So Buddy tweets, wow, I'm so glad that your dumbass lost in day 1. Even I won. Even I won in day 1, or swept through day 1. This is the only time I'm going to subtweet. Anyway, have a good night. And after day 3 came in, Buddy's team made it in, and then Omelet's team also made it in through lower bracket. Lion Blaze proceeds to at Buddy and says, hey, thanks for the motivation, bud. Like, I don't know what I did, but feel free to at me. Which then Buddy immediately responds to, I could fucking, like, destroy you online. Like, destroy you online with, like, the evidence I have about how, like, you have a terrible work ethic and you're, like, the worst person I know. And, apparently he baited a twit longer and then decided against it. So, yeah, deleted XD and, Omelet, if they play, it's gonna be a spicy freaking timeline. Oh. That's a good dunk. Yeah, Buddy specifically said, Lion Blaze, he is the worst person I've ever known in my 21 years. Also, his bait on the twit longer before he deleted it had 268 likes, and he said, can't wait to publicly fuck you up, lol. He's like, just gathering screenshots for the twit longer. And then he ended up saying, I don't want to affect your future or mine, so we're just gonna leave it at that. Strong words, oh yeah. It was real fun to watch. I was eating my popcorn. Lion has a chance to be better. I mean, Buddy even says in his tweets, like, Lion is, like, obviously undeniably insanely good. Like, he's like, incredibly talented in Rocket League, but he's just, he doesn't like his work ethic. Yeah, he says in his tweet, is basically, like, his Rocket League skill is top tier, but his work ethic is, like, the worst I've played with. So they're both kind of yelling at each other how much they have to, like, actually put in. Same with Aqua. I mean, Aqua was different because he's always kind of just been distracted by, like, IRL sports. Apparently he plays a lot of basketball. And he's pretty good at it, too, apparently. But he decided to take time off. It was kind of like Beast Mode when he fake retired. But Aqua was like... Aqua was basically like, yeah, I want to focus on actual sports, and he hasn't put in work. But Aqua, I think, was very much up there with, like, Daniel and Evo for, like, players that people are like, this guy could be insane if he could just find, like, a good team and... kind of locks in a bit. See you. God, that lead blocker is great. Rogue could have been something, I guess. Rogue's always just underneath exactly where they needed to be. Raptor G did well, but I don't know. That team just was never truly organized enough to, like, make deep runs. I was right, Muffin would have made past energy. I mean, that would have been a crazy story that Squishy gets dropped finally, or leaves the team finally, and then he ends up beating them with Gimmick of all people. He's not really been a household name for a while in RLCS. Not really sure why Vince is hesitating on that. I think he saw me rotating back. I was like, I feel like that's the type of stuff you just kind of full send, or at least, like, get closer. It was Lion and Aqua. That was never... Lion was never on Rogue. Lion was on Ghost. It was Aqua, Explosive, Gyro, and Knight. Good read. Oh, that's right, MB. No, Magic Bear was not on. Damn it! Bro, I tried to place that. I should just Shoutout down the middle. Yeah, I just took a 50 there. I knew I was gonna get met. Bro, I'm a defensive goat. Look at the pre-jump on 2 different passes. Oh, nice beat. Torrent was an interesting team once upon a time. I cannot remember that team off the top of my head though. Like Magic Bear, Kinsey. God, what was that team? It wasn't Jordan. Jordan was benched by then. I can't remember original Alpine. Percy? Percy. Yeah, the upcoming RLCS. People are saying NA's chalked. I think honestly the bubble teams are just playing really well. Yeah, to be dead ass, like I really think the bubble team is playing incredibly well lately. Every game I see a bubble team beat an org, it's not because the org is throwing, just because the bubble team's playing like very well. I thought I could get that one. I should have left it. I should have stopped halfway up and jumped and tried to read it on the read. Or just, you know, not go at all. I said earlier I was going to play in the Dominus and I just completely forgot to change to it. I didn't get a low 5 for that? What the hell? Can you help me get GC? Sure. Play the game more. Don't dive in. Learn how to fast aerial, and you're done. Also learn how to play up the wall. It's like the #1 thing. Cock small. What? Bruh. I thought it said Mr. Cox Small. I was like, what? What an unfortunate name. The hell is that? How's it on? My Cox Internet Communications internet plan is small. I only get 10 up, 10 down. That's what it's referring to. Oh, he's able to lob that? I didn't think he'd be able to speed up to that in time. He looked like really dead in the eyes. Really? You read that on the rebound? Crazy. I'm more impressed that you got your dick cut off, it's bleeding out, and you're just like, well, I should probably go to Twitch and tell someone about this. Also, what an experience to be watching Twitch and then randomly someone runs up to you and cuts their dick off. Zero awareness. Always got to be aware of dick choppers. Oof. Okay, we'll wrap around. Oh, read. Cook it up and eat it. Mr. Fartle, you're really turning into a kind of a fucking weirdo, brother. And some real weird champ vibes from you. Congrats on 19K, yes. Fun time. It's gonna be a weird read. No, Chowder! No one likes you. How are you doing, Boa? How you doing, Shu? Shu, you been doing any more Minecraft things on your alt channel? A conversation. I've been mad playing Minecraft on 7 so far by making videos. I've been too fun. That's fine. Thank you, Angie. I was about to time him out. Yeah, Mr. Farthole is furiously beating his meat right now, watching the stream. And if you're gonna beat your meat while watching the stream, at least be a little bit calmer about it, all right? Also, hold on, I'm gonna try and fill up my water real quick. Also, a while back, I bought a vacuum cleaner that I then just reviewed for 5 stars. Why do I get a tossing 16 on it? Yeah, shits. Bro, I mean, sometimes that's what ranked is. It's just people get thrown in with a random person 300 points below you. Yeah, I have this vacuum that I bought that's like a Dyson knockoff, and it's really good vacuum. I don't know. I know that I'm an adult now because I vacuumed the other day, and I was literally could not obsess over how much better my home looks when like the floor is like spotless. Your team is a 990 ping. Yeah, I know. He literally just said lag, and then after we scored, he says, "I love you guys." What the fuck did I just miss? My teammate lagged out, and then we 2v3'd and still ended up scoring the game winner, just in a 2v3. Also, we hit 19,000 followers on Twitch. Yay! Yet another milestone in which my viewership has plateaued. Yay! 0 growth in the stream. Yay! Nah, I'm not too down about it. I know that I need to get a lot bigger in other profiles before, in other socials before Twitch will grow naturally. Out of that, or we start doing some variety, which, well, not variety, but some more, maybe we should add some viewer games back in. Just get goofy with it. I don't know. We can do that. Honestly, I would love to do more casting on the stream, but lately my throat's been kind of like, I've been trying to respect my throat, because, you know, you don't want to fuck up your throat too much when my entire living is talking into a microphone. That's like the back of my mind, a nightmare scenario in which I go to a doctor one day because I have throat pain and they're just like, oh, by the way, your throat is fucked. You should not be casting anymore. I'm gonna be like, oh, you mean my entire career? Oh, I missed rots. Oh, Jakob was on a team we almost played the other day. How'd you get into casting? I played in a league called United Rogue, and one day they told me they needed casters. So I've always wanted to try casting, so I tried it, fell in love with it, slowly got better, and eventually started getting paid gigs. No, brother, if I position better. I don't know why I was playing the guy on the back pass. But when I'm working a gauntlet, my voice actually blew out one time. Oh my god, what? That's terrifying. Yeah, I've never actually physically lost my voice. I've definitely had some throat pain after like a LAN where I'm just yelling my fucking head off for like 5 days, but in terms of casting, I think you're really you get better at like learning how to like cap your voice off and treat it a lot better. Also, if you just hydrate a fuck ton, drink a lot of tea, get some honey in there. Lately I've been I'm gonna most likely be tempted and do, especially as casting starts picking up and the event season starts coming around, like in the late spring, June. I'm gonna probably start taking a lot more rest days to basically just not use my voice at all, kind of recover the vocal cord health. I also learned a lot of my vocal cord stresses from having GERD, so I'm gonna be a bit more militant about using acid reducing meds and whatnot. I wasn't paying attention, I'm lucky. Aye, that bounce was the wrong angle. Yeah, I would love to do more casting on my stream again, going back to show matches. Literally the only reason I stopped doing it is because my throat started like killing me. And I was like, I can't legitimize doing this. Especially if I'm not even getting like viewership off of it, like to the point where like, it would be like, holy shit, I can't stop. Because at that point I would just do quiet days all day and only talk when I'm casting or something, but otherwise it's tough. Playing child's pose. All right, best of luck. I was about to break his back. That could be bad. Wow, I think he was going to go for a pass, and then he saw that I just read that, and so he stopped. I think the only sport I'd be able to commentate well is soccer. I don't know if any schools around me would be down for that. I would totally volunteer for that. I would Uber out if I could, like, I don't know, UTD men's or something. They probably have as a broadcaster, but if they don't, I'd actually be totally down. No, bro, I didn't have the boost to catch up. Not really sure what this was, Poop Lover. At least out of bounds, at least then you get like some power out of it. And it got cold. Well, yeah, drinking cold tea doesn't really do much, but also if you let tea sit too much, it gets very strong. Too bad for your throat. There's also like health issues that come with like peppermint root or something that are in a lot of like throat coat type teas. Learn names and numbers, and there are 22 people on the field. It's fine. That's just studying. That's like any other cast. Literally just flashcards. Yeah, I've never actually freelanced into other sports, but I feel like it'd be fun to experiment to see like, I can cast video games well. Wonder how well I can do like traditional sports. I feel like I would only want to do soccer. I feel like I wouldn't be having fun doing football. I can maybe do play-by-play. I would definitely not be able to do color. I'm not really... I don't know the NFL well enough strategically. I mean, I played Madden growing up, so I'm basically as good as like an offensive coordinator, but you know. Also, Chad, I'm starting to notice my left stick is getting some stick drift, so this control might be on its way out. Oh no, agree. That's what people have said. They're like, oh, Rocket League is car soccer. I'm like, honestly, it's more similar to hockey in how you move. I feel like it's a lot more free-flowing. Honestly, my biggest hope in the future is that as esport programs continue to grow, that schools will start hiring broadcasters to do their games and pay us for that, kind of like how college football works. Thrustmaster, I actually don't mind the Thrustmaster. It was a little large. It felt like it was a very tall controller. If that like, I remember when I first held it, I felt like I was stretching my index fingers because I play with my middle fingers on R2 and L2 and my index fingers on L1, R1, and I felt like that was like really weird on the Thrustmaster. I'd like really stretch my hands out. That's right, I have small hands. What about it? Causing my camera to bug out. Yeah, I had that too. It was like going like. Eventually, I just went to settings and unbound my right stick from good settings so it wouldn't move. It does feel weird. It feels like your hands go from this to like that. So it was just, that. Once I got used to that, it was fine. But there was a solid like 2 days where I'm like, I feel like I'm like cramping my hand. And it all adjusted, so we're good. That's fine. Yes, the era of Angie being 6'7" jacked Russian guy. Svetlana. .6'7", and those are 2 different measurements. tough one. I wasn't actually sure if I could get up to that in time, and I didn't want to like miss it because I felt like that would be an easy read, but I accidentally like, gave them like an even better pass. Uh-oh. Better pass part 2. Just kidding, I fall on that. I actually kind of wish he didn't touch that, but I appreciate the thought. Part of this team, I think, made day 3 for NA quals. Duh! Rots what? Yeah, my biggest fear of losing my voice, though, is straight up like that, exactly that I stream and cast. Like, if I lose that ability, I literally don't know what I would do. Honestly, just be incredibly depressed, like inconsolably depressed. If it was told basically your throat was like unfixable, like it is fucking busted, I'd be not able to handle that. So it's a spooky time, especially when you start feeling pain in your throat. Hello, Cass. Yeah, for me, it's just the issue I have with it is that I would lose out on that thing and have to go back to psychology, something I literally left because I was getting so depressed with the work. Revenge! You're good? No, Kiss. You're good. 18, 8, 15. That's 7-game stretch again? Yeah, I gotta get a replacement in there. Speedrunner who is living a streaming who had that fear not too long ago. He always got mad at his game, but he got really close to being told he'll never be able to stream because of a series of vocal issues he had. Yeah, that's the thing that I have right now. I have GERD, which is a digestive issue, like kind of like acid reflux, but not really. Where like my chest gets really hurt. It really hurts because I'm like my acid. There's too much acid in my stomach at times. Yeah, so like if I'm not careful, it like boils up and it can really hurt. So like I can tell when I start getting heartburn, but even beyond that, if I don't take care of it, I can feel it in my like lower vocal cords. I can hear. And after casting days, my throat really hurts. And I'm just like, one day I'm terrified I'm going to wake up and it's going to be like immense pain. And then it's like, I definitely tore something or like I have some like trauma to the my vocal cords. But right now we've reached a good point. So we're just trying to make sure we're at a manageable level. So hi, it's Devil 90. Because I thought I just had laryngitis, but I started Googling stuff and I couldn't really figure it out. So I asked Stru, who's our mod, who's an MD, and she was like walking through kind of like what it could be. And she's like, honestly, you might just straight up have GERD if you're having like heartburn frequently. I was like, huh. And then I started actually stop eating the stuff that triggers GERD and taking pills, and like, yep, it stopped happening. So it still occurs if you're not careful, because it's not really something that can be cured, but something definitely to be aware of. Yeah, I was advised Prilosec is like the strongest, but I was like, I don't really want to go on that. So a lot of people apparently, like, if you go off Prilosec, your body, like, really, like, it's almost like you, like, have to go through withdrawal, and it really freaks out your body. Lovely 5 a.m. I didn't even see his name tag coming at the ball. What the hell? Is that a fresh haircut? It do be. Found a guy who takes pretty cheap haircuts at a decent salon near me. He scared me. He actually parted my hair in the middle for some reason. Even after I told him I part it on the side, it made me scared that he like didn't hear me and he was gonna give me like a mid part. Like, bro, I'm not a K-pop artist. You can't do that to me. I'm not nearly as symmetrical and attractive enough to pull that off. Looks good, thank you. Yeah, I use Pepsid right now, and that does the job. It's very good at like preventative shit. Like if you take it 15 to 45 minutes before you eat, and it kicks in. But by the time after you eat, it completely like eliminates your ability to like have heartburn. Well, not ability, but you know what I mean. Yeah, Stu suggests I get Prilosec, but I'm like, is there like a less aggressive one I can try? She's like, yeah, Pepsid is good. Okay. So I'm just on that. Which I didn't stop by when I need my next haircut. Apparently, for a while, I was going to this like really nice barber in my hometown, in my area, but my roommate never went to that barber. And I was like, where do you get your haircut? Considering I go to the one in our neighborhood and you don't ever come there. And he's like, oh, apparently there's a cosmetology school, like attached to University of Illinois Chicago. And apparently they gave you like haircuts from the students for 15 bucks. So you wouldn't get a haircut from like a super well-trained person, but you get someone who like pretty much knows what they're doing. And he was like, for $15, it has never been a bad experience. So I was like, honestly, yeah. They had the same deal with the dental school, which is actually kind of cool. If you had a student dentist clean your mouth, it was 30 bucks. Or something like that. I don't remember the full cost. Oh, these guys shooting is actually insane. Nope. Yeah, I don't know what that was. I was like, oh, he's gonna pass, and then he didn't. I was like, oh, he might need a bump, and I couldn't. Sorry, no, I actually tried to pass, and then you didn't stay still, so I was confused what he wanted. I'm gonna Q dodge them. I'm a huge fan of how that game went. You don't look like you have much weight to lose. It's not about weight loss. It's literally just making sure I'm not getting a lot of heartburn and having like a lot of like buildup, because I can feel it definitely like eroding my esophagus. Not eroding, but like I feel like it's very strained. It's also why it's very important to stay incredibly hydrated. But yeah, I don't really have heartburn day to day anymore. It's mostly just if I'm eating a no-no food and I forget my Pepsid, or if I'm casting for a long time. But that's not even like my stomach issue. That's just like my voice. What did you think of the Shopify situation? They choked, just straight up. We also got really unlucky. To have to play TSM is a very rough draw. I just feel bad for Vaudeville and Rome. A big team like that not making main event means that those casters do not make any money. I feel for that. I always got sad whenever I did a team stream for a team, and then they didn't make main event, because then I was like, great, now I don't get paid next week. And that's just one more paycheck out of my hands. Noah? They beat G-Buffo. G-Buffo's good. But that's why I'm saying they're choking. I think they kind of got in their heads. I'd have to watch the games back, but I feel like they definitely... surprising that they were able to come in top 4 and then the very next week just not quite able to pull it out. Or what? That's actually hilarious that I comb over that frickin' corner boost 9 times in a row. And actually right as I leave it, and Bop hits it over the top, it spawns him. Nice save. Quals format? I think they should have auto quals. Other than that, I'm fine with the format. I kind of miss Swiss for day 3, but that's just me. Okay, 2 things I would change. 1, auto quals for top 8 teams, and beyond that, it should 100% be best of 5s from day 2 on. Honestly, best of 5s from day 1 even wouldn't be too bad. Because for upper bracket teams, that day 1s are literally like 2 hours, maybe 1. Maybe 1 hour, to honest, if you can get them done quick. I don't think it'd be a big deal to make them best of 5s. Day 2 being best of 5s, and then lowers the first round of day 3 also best of 3 is so weird to me. Like, why are we trying to make the quals over in 2 hours every day? Like, it wouldn't be a big deal. Farrah literally said, like, he wants to see them be best of 5, just because a best of 3 allows for weird upsets over teams that ordinarily wouldn't be able to extend that type of dominance across a whole series. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, they're really not days that have lasted a long time. Best of 3 makes sense when you have to play like 5 rounds or something, but in most of these quals, you're playing maybe 1 or 2 in the upper, and then maybe like 3 or 4. And honestly, 4 best of 5s in a qual day could be kind of brutal, but that's opposed to like, I don't know, playing all BO3s and just dusting through it in no time. Considering a best of 3 takes maybe like 20, 30 minutes max. Like, the average length of a game is like 7-ish minutes, so. I fucking hate everything about that. I cannot pretend that that was a good pass. I could have sworn he was trying to hit that down. Let's see how on purpose this was. Yeah, he definitely did not mean to hit it like that. I'm angry. Maybe he did, and I'm just doubting him, but I'm a hater, so. He looked like he was trying to pass it like directly across to him, and then he hit it like really weak right down the middle, and then that just worked out because I bet not too hard on the other one. Ugh, hate that. No challenges, interesting. Oh, that's not the bounce I wanted. Ja. Good bump. What's the music key is exclamation point song. You ever want to know a song that I'm playing? I'm just using my own Spotify. Period. I suggest a soundtrack. Huh? I mean, I change the playlist around a lot. It's not just like playing, you know, every single song in my library. Dog. I'm sorry, no, I tried to like bait that in, but I did not flick immediately. Sorry, no, I would have passed that to you, but the guy was already on the sidewall right behind you, like basically man marking that pass, so. So guys, how happy are you guys that Patrick Mahomes did it again, chat? Super Bowl winner chicken dinner. I know everyone was thrilled to see Kansas City get their third. I'm not gonna lie, 49ers threw pretty fucking hard at one point. That fumble on the punt return was actually one of the most tragic things I've ever seen from a professional sports player. Sports ball player. How'd you get off the wall so fast? Is it the same principle? What do you mean off the wall? I mean, it is the same idea. It's basically just jumping and then jumping again while holding off the boost, so jump. It depends on what read you were looking at. It's like when a fast aerial, you're just doing the button combo of like letting go of your left stick so you don't flip. Same off the wall. Just jump. Yeah, the complete lack of McCaffrey in the second half was very strange. Not really sure what was motivating that. Everyone's like, yeah, they just wanted Brock Purdy to get an MVP. They wanted him to pass more. That's why they stopped running it. I'm like, I can assure you that's not ever a consideration in an OC's mind, but it is a little strange that they're not just continuing to run it. Nah, but for real, that freaking punt return into a fumble, I was just mind blown that that was allowed. Like, special teams, bro, you have one job. And then, of course, Chiefs get it and immediately score a touchdown on that drive. And it's just like, got a fresh set of downs, 60 yards up the field. Huh. We just miss punts. I mean, let's not forget, Tony Romo is, in my opinion, unironically, one of the best quarterbacks to ever grace the Cowboys. But people will always just remember him for fucking up in Seattle. It's really a shame. Also, remember when... Everyone also hates Taylor Swift getting featured at the games. Do you guys remember when Jessica Simpson was dating Tony Romo? Was that like every game? Bro, people are going crazy about that. I wish I didn't. Also, Jessica Simpson is a celebrity that really just disappeared one day. I have not heard about her in a fat minute. But hey, no shame. I don't think celebrities should have to internally do stuff. In my opinion, I could totally see myself making a bunch of money and then just never entering public life ever again. Be like, all right, well, I made my bag. Let's just go retire. Hell of a bad call. Well, it wasn't a bad call. It was just that Romo fumbled the snap on the extra point. Stop caring about football in 2016. Yeah. When Trump was elected. No, I'm kidding. I mean, that makes sense. Last time I actually followed football was the Patriots doing their 17-0, and then when the Giants won, I was like, all right, well, that's not a fun story. Anyway, I'm done. Just because I was a huge fan of Randy Moss, and him and Brady both setting crazy records was wild. It is actually insane that Eli Manning has had like a very good career statistically and in terms of accolades, and yet like people still are like, yeah, he's like an elite quarterback technically, but like not really. They don't think he's like that good historically, and yet he's like one of the only like postseason quarterbacks to have like a pretty decent record against Tom Brady. It's so interesting to me that so many quarterbacks kind of got fucked around with Tom Brady for years. And then like Eli Manning is the like worst enemy. NASCAR NHRA? Huh? 1 yard pastime play, could have used the fucking tank on their team. No. That's not Tony. No, I was talking about Tony Romo's fuck ups. Yeah, the Seattle one is by far. I think the Seattle slant route that got picked is probably the worst play call I've ever seen in my life. And I say that not as like an armchair guy, like I could have called better, but it's just mind-boggling to me. Mainly just because Marshawn Lynch is arguably maybe the greatest goal line runner of all time, or at the very least like the best player in the entire league. And they're like, nah, we're gonna use a fake. I'm like, bro, do you have any idea how many teams absolutely knew on the 1 yard line that Marshawn Lynch was getting the hand up right down the middle, and you still didn't stop it? Like, I don't know, that just shit makes me laugh. Also, though, I will say Malcolm Butler, I mean, what a fucking read on that pick. To know that that slant could be coming in and just jumps the route super aggressively. Like, I mean, still a great play by the Patriots defense, but still just mind-blowing to me. If I'm Marshawn Lynch, I would literally just say no. Like, can you imagine? Play call coming in, and then the quarterback is just like, yeah, Wilson's just like, no. I'm not doing that. Was it like second down, too? Getting off a screen like that for a pick. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. It's like it's a good thing to jump at, especially if you're covering like heavily inside on a receiver. Because the whole point of that route is literally just to shimmy shake for like 1 millisecond. So if you don't jump the route, you are getting scored on, most likely. Because he doesn't even have to catch and run. He just has to literally catch it at all in the end zone and it's over. Or like right on the plane. Okay, so are there no more games or... Students are building a car, oh my. Is drag racing? I don't think we have any drag racing aficionados in the Discord. We do have a Racy Boys channel, which is all about F1. and other motorsports. Yeah, so we're like legit being gatekept right now out of threes. What the hell's going on? What's wrong, kitty? Why are you lonely? What's going on? Howling over there. What's wrong, kitty? Why are you so talkative? Why are you so talkative? I gotta say. So much to talk about. We can't have them handling what's a scented grenade. Hey, if they sign a waiver. Plus, if they're at high school, they most likely have to get parental consent anyway, so. Exactly. I was gonna flick that, but then everyone left and so did my teammate. I was like, wait. Any tips for ones? Play it from the perspective of getting better, not for ranking up. It takes a lot of the edge off those games. Players who beat you in ones aren't always players that you feel like are worse than you. They're just getting away with wins. They're usually players that play ones better, which sounds like splitting hairs, and you're like, wait, what the hell are you talking about? But like for me, the thing that used to tick me off is I'd be losing to players who I know for a fact I'm higher ranked than in other game modes. That doesn't really matter in ones, because your knowledge and gameplay in 3s and 2s doesn't really mean you're going to be good or bad at ones. So the mindset alone will help you out. But one should be focusing on learning how to, I mean, depending on your rank, but like you should really be focusing on fake challenging. I'd say like pretty much diamond to champ is a lot of players who just dive in too much. They feel like you need to control the pace of the game better. It's not always about being on the ball. It's about knowing when to be off ball. What? No. Thank you. Hey man, what's up, Roblox kid? Still Robloxing? Robloxing with the best of them. Oh, bop. I was trying to put that in the slot for you, but I guess it's too far away. How are you? I'm doing all right. Did the RLCS team stream for OG Esports. They made main event, so joke for them. Oli, Com, and JNaps able to get it in again. Also taking a game off G2 Stride, which I was really happy with. They also honestly could have added more. They just, G2 was playing some insane defense. City Skylinesing. Did you take a break from City Skylines? I feel like City Skylines is very much like Minecraft or other games where like you don't play it for a bit and then you get back in, you get like obsessive with it for like a week period and then you get to take a break again. Why? Homie, what are we doing there? That was confusing. Hi, Kitty. I can't play with you right now, I'm sorry. How are you, Taco? I am well. Like I said, we did the OG team stream. That went well. I'm getting groceries delivered tomorrow. I saw food in my fridge again. It's nice. Hi. I know. You're such a kitten. Oh, you're so small. Oh, you're so small and puffy. Oh. Trying to give her some scratches on her neck. She's getting all talkative, which means her sister doesn't want to play. And or she hasn't been pet in enough time. Fair pass. Shockingly well behaved. I'm very proud of them. That's nice. No barking. Were they trying to steal food? That's like the one thing about most dogs that I feel like it's very hard to train out is them to like trying to go up to plates on like the coffee tables and stuff and try to not eat stuff. Any tests for getting out of C2? C2 and what? Oh, they're shameless? Oh, I'm sure. My cousin's dog used to do the funny thing where they were very well trained German Shepherds, and so whenever you had food on a plate, they would just go like it's like your plate was my face, and it would just be like and be like, no, just sitting there like, and then eventually you could like put something on the table and go, okay, and then it would go and then eat it down. So it would only eat stuff that it's allowed to, but it would just be like like staring at the food on the plate, and I'm like, damn, this fucking dog. That dog was terrifying. Full-grown German Shepherd that attacks on command. Gets all confrontational with new guests. Jesus Christ. I love German Shepherds. If I ever get a dog, I'd probably get a German Shepherd, but I also don't anticipate ever owning a place that's large enough to accommodate a dog that large. I have a Malamute. I would say ranking up in twos is a lot more about learning how to be patient with your shots. Like, yeah, twos is very spastic and you're flying all around the field, but I feel like the players that are good at twos is knowing like risk management and recovery. So like not over prioritizing getting a shot off or getting touches without being able to rotate back quickly and help out your teammate. A lot of twos goals are just one player thinking like, I got it, I can just dive on in on this, and then getting torch to it or getting a terrible hit, and then the other team counters and your teammate's kind of left alone and get screwed. So I feel like a lot of twos is just not doing that. Hit the ball, get behind your teammate. Hit the ball, get behind your teammate. Ball, get behind your teammate. Just that over and over again. Occasional ball chasing. It's appropriate. Yeah, I love German Shepherds, but the owning a dog is very expensive. Also, it's way more responsibility. One thing I like about my cats is that I can leave them alone for like a day and they're fine by themselves. Like they know where to poop. They know where their food is. They mostly will not destroy my house. Wow, that was incredibly quick. Yeah, the one thing that I'm going to invest in the most, if I get some fat paychecks this year in casting, I'm going to invest in the automatic litter box. That's the only reason I don't leave home for extended amount of days, is because my cats, if you don't clean out their... Technically, when you have 2 cats, you're supposed to have more than 1 litter box, but I don't really have a lot of space in my apartment, so I have 1. And they grew up together, so they were always fine with sharing a litter box. But the issue is that if it gets to a certain point where I haven't cleaned it, usually after like I can leave it unclean for 1 day, but past that, they start to like poop outside the box. They'll poop on like the mat next to the box because they're like there's not enough space for them to bury their poop or whatever. And so if I leave the house for a couple days, I'm afraid that I'm going to come back to some poop on like the carpet or something. So that's the thing that's kind of been spooking me from doing that. So I'm like, an auto cleaning cat box would be so clutch. Those shit go on sale, but they're like $200, $300. Also, chat, do you want to look at desks with me after this? My desk that I'm using right now, I'm afraid it's going to break soon, so I might have to buy one soon. I think I'm not going to get an actual desk. I'm going to get like a legitimate table. Because honestly, I don't really like gamer desks. They're not really super well positioned. Yeah, after this game, we're going to look at some desks. I found one that I really like. Also, if you have multiple boxes, sometimes cats, especially if they grow up together, might use the same box anyway. Yeah, so that's one thing I noticed. Back in Chicago, I had a 1,400 square foot apartment. Now I'm in a 700. And in that one, I had a closet I never used in the living room that I just kind of shoved my the litter box in, and then I kept the door like kind of cracked so they could like slip in and out. And then I also had one in the bathroom. But the issue is they all just use the one in the bathroom, and they would very sparingly use the one in the living room. So it's kind of just like, why am I cleaning 2 litter boxes when I can probably just do 1 at the end of the night? Solution, stop slamming your desk. Honestly, it's not even from that. It's just like, it's just wobbly. Like, I don't like how it's positioned. I've looked into like all the bolts. I've tightened them like a bunch, and it's still just kind of wobbly, and it's making me scared that it's going to break soon. So I might just like kind of downgrade this one to like just a table in another room or something, and get a new desk. I mean, maybe. I'm not like tightening too hard. I'm just kind of like making sure they're not loose. That's more or less it. There's a handsome fellow on my screen. Hi, Rocky Yoda. Welcome back. Harry the platypus. No. Explosion level small city. Oh my gosh. Hi, Spaceman. Also, never upload the same short accidentally on a YouTube channel. I just did that today, and I got literally the worst 10 out of 10 I've ever seen in my goddamn life. And I was wondering why until I realized that I accidentally uploaded an old short and not my newest one. It's cracking up. It was one I uploaded like 4 or 5 months ago. It accidentally got shifted up because I changed the sorting category of the Windows Explorer box that I keep my finished renders in. My 10 out of 10 short right now has literally 5 views. I was blown away, and I was like, what the fuck happened today? And yeah, figured it out. Yeah, I know. I didn't realize it until last second, but my short's been popping lately, so I was kind of sad. I've gotten like 2 1 out of 10 straight, so that was nice. Also, the 1 on 10s are not super impressive, considering I took like a little bit of a break at one point. I also have a very stupid YouTube video coming out this week. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. I think it's pretty banger, personally. I think the video is just stupid enough that people will enjoy it. I just have to make sure I tighten up the script and finish it up soon. Not that hard of an edit. Oh. I've searched YouTube and I cannot find a single video that does exactly what I'm doing, so... And it's not gameplay based, it's literally just like... I don't know, you'll see, it's a dumb video. Hopefully out by Friday. Wait, we're losing? I didn't realize that. No, I thought I had the catch, I'm an idiot. Those 1 out of 10s always do hit nicely. Yes, they do. Oh, right. So the desk I'm looking at, let me open up Amazon in a new window. Oh, well. I opened up Amazon in a Chrome window. Incognito. Oh, it's Sap! I was just coaching him. Yeah, Sap's one of the USF players. He's been subbing in for NACE matches. Zapper dead. Oh, he missed. Did that go to Jortman? No. So I would say it's akin to like a more comedic video. About something I don't think many people have thought about when it comes to the game of Rocket League. I would say arguably it's lore. That's actually something I wanted to do for a while. Do you guys know Vadi Vidya? I wanted to try to like BS lore about the Rocket League universe and just make a whole video series where I'm just like very confidently making claims about the world that Rocket League exists in. One of the funniest comments I've ever seen is IGN gave an interview to one of the Psionics devs, and he was talking about like the background of the world, and the IGN guy asked him about where Boost is, the egg people, and the guy was actually giving like serious answers, and the top comment was, "Is this lore?" And like technically when the devs do answer our questions about the egg people, it is lore. Until it wasn't. Womp womp. I do have a video in which I do contend that there are ghosts in the Rocket League universe, so. I mean, a lot of like infrasound is like the cause of, I feel like, a lot of hauntings. Once I learned about that shit, then I was like, oh, it's Jover. There's no such thing as ghosts. Sad. That was like the one bit of evidence. Wow, we just don't want to play defense. All right, GG's. It has nothing to do with the DLC for Ghostbusters and whatnot. I'm not entirely sure my teammates know how to aerial. Did anyone even go up for this? Oh my gosh, dude. Get me out of here. One company's car with another company's. I always just hated the idea that games, that you had, the idea of some companies just absolutely rejecting any customization. Legitimately, the only reason I don't play more, the reason I don't play more Batmobile and stuff, legitimately back in the day, was because you couldn't customize it. And that just pissed me the hell off right now. No. Yeah. Because like the Batmobile is such a cool car, but you used to be able to, through Alpha Console, change the boost out, change the goal explosion. You had a different, well, you could change goal explosion, but like you change that out. You had different wheels, and it was like, oh, this is fun. But the thing is, they're now like, no, you can't change the color. You can only change the secondary color. It has to be all black. Also, beyond that, you have to, you can't change the wheels. The boost has to be the same. And I'm just like, this is so stupid. Like, are you telling me that someone doesn't look immediately across the field, all the way from here? If any one of them was using the Batmobile, I'd be able to say, oh, they're using the Batmobile immediately. Like, I know it on sight. So you're telling me if someone was able to make that a different color, it wouldn't be recognized? Like, it's just so stupid. Like, why can't we have a little bit of fun? Same with really any licensed car, outside of like the actual car companies like Lambos or whatever. That was the worst possible double commit. One guy actually went all the way past it. No fun allowed. That's why props to the companies that actually allow you to have the... Dude, you guys are so AIDS right now. Ugh. No, the brand identity is too strong. You can only use these designated decals we make that are kind of boring as hell. And it's like, oh. Nope. I was really trusting Bungo to be behind me there. Okay, we can get that corner. Bungo, up round. No, that starts with me. I just like, this is such a stupid wind up on this. Didn't expect the guy to just give it away. Just gonna drift it across next time. These guys are not doing anything particularly special on the field right now. We should not be busy. Sick demo. Oh, whoa. He was directly behind the ball. Did not see him build the run up. Oh, I'm going to turn around right as I passed. Nice. Feeling good today? Not sure why the question mark is. I don't know what that means. As in, like, playstyle in games? Game's going alright. We're starting to lose a little bit here, but we're still in 1800s, I believe. I think this game loses us 1800s, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm completely lying. Playing with Sap as a USF student. Been subbing in for Ace games. He's the future. We actually almost had a crazy comeback. We fell down by 4 today against a team in Nace, and then we actually scored 4 in about a minute, and then unfortunately lost an OT. Yeah, it was almost actually the most hilarious game. I saved the replay too. It was really funny. Scored those 4 goals in about a minute, which made it even more. I literally burst out laughing in the comms once he scored number 4. It's like, how did they allow that? Yeah, good game by them. 2 dunks for the 2 goals. Kind of cringe. So heartbreaking if you don't. Yeah, the other team got. Honestly, we lost basically off just counters. It was a Southern Miss University, which is Zath, Melodic, and Astro. Pretty solid team. They're gonna do well in East most likely. So the desks I was looking for. I got recommended one. No, we did well. We just couldn't quite keep the pressure over time. So this table might be too large, but it's something I really would still want. Where's it? I have to go to my real Amazon before I show you. Yeah, so these 2 desks I'm pretty interested in. So like it's kind of like this all metal frame, kind of like the metal surrounding it, like a nice like kind of like that light color wood, which I kind of like. We used to have these in my old labs. These are like, I think these are. The problem is this desk is really nice, but it's 23 depth. I think my desk that I have right now is like 30, and I think that's about where it was. The other one is this, which I think is really crazy. It's 70 across though, and I'm like, that's such a wide fucking table. Like this is literally advertised as like a, oh yeah, it could be a conference table. But look at this desk, it's so pretty. Like, I don't know, man, like this just looks so pretty. I'm close to pulling the trigger. It's on sale for like 180 bucks. And I'm like, Yeah, because I've always had all black everything over for all my peripherals and or my desk tables and stuff. I can dead ass make you one though. Yeah, but then you have to get it to me. I don't know, I just want like a nice metal desk that's like really sturdy. Apparently the capacity of that table I just showed you, or at least the company, normally all their products, it's like the carry capacity is like 800 pounds. So I'm like, yeah, that should be fine. Make tables for as a hobby? Damn, are you a woodworker? Yeah, the second table is really nice. Problem is it would take a week to get here. So hopefully my desk can last for a week. There's one table that said it could get delivered by tomorrow that looked really good, so I'll show you guys that one. I mean, waiting is not the worst thing, but Amazon has completely ruined my ability to have patience on delivery with everything, even if it's a massive product like that. What the? I'm not gonna lie, I thought Sap had that. I could have saved that. Oh, Sap turned upfield, that's where I was confused. I knew he was in the corner, I thought he was turning back to the goal. USPS, Amazon, have to do with my headphones, fuck FedEx, yeah. Bro, FedEx and UPS have never delivered a package to me. They've, without fail, like looked at my door, thought about delivering it, and then stuck a sticky note on my door. I'm like, have you at least knocked? Honestly, half of FedEx and UPS would be fine if they had a real-time thing. Honestly, what makes Amazon so much better is the fact that you can actually track where your package is in real time. Like with like like every 10 seconds it updates the location or whatever. Like, because that way I can actually look and be like, oh, it will be delivered around here. But unfortunately, UPS can't do that. The disc of the table I'm working on it now. Oh, whoa, you got like a crazy mineral looking thing in there. Rivian, Amazon vans, yeah, they're deployed in my section of Plano. Resin epoxy, yeah, I figured it was something actually like that. But looks crystally. Nice. Yeah, I've decided I want a metal frame thing and not like, because this table that I have is nice, but like as I touch it, I can't see, I don't know if you can see the camera wobbling, but like I'm literally just barely moving it with my hand and the whole desk is going like, ugh, so I'm just like, that's really scaring me. I don't hear creaking, so it's not gonna break anytime soon, but I'm like, I just don't want to take the risk. I've been wanting to upgrade from this table for a while. I feel like getting just a solid metal frame with 4 legs would be great, compared to this one, which just has 2 legs and like a wide base. Bro, we just can't aerial on some of these. Some of the Chicago in the West Loop had a lot of people who drove the Rivian pickup trucks. I get on. Oh, yes, you're still driving forward. Personally, I'd love it if we kept moving up every single time the ball even remotely moves out of up our half. We're just getting fucked every single time on that. It's literally the exact same goal every time. Or the Cybertruck, which will turn anything you hit into red mist, but also destroy you because there's no crumple zones. How that's street legal, I have no fucking idea. Also, I don't know how anyone... I still don't actually genuinely... And I don't mean this as like... Oh yeah, opinions are subjective and everything. I genuinely don't know how someone looks at the Cybertruck and says that looks cool. It's so sharp. There's no like curvature to it. There's no like interesting like look to it. It's just literally just straight lines. I cut myself. Ow. Are you queuing with Sap? He is a player for South Florida team I coach. He's a USF Gold sub. We basically agreed that Cully has like class during Mondays like every single week, so it's like for every NACE game we're gonna play with Sap. Give him kind of like reps against like good teams. Or at least I believe that's the plan. Negative reps. I mean, that's what happens. You got a really good team where everyone wants to play every single game. Oh, he's best player of all time. Like, you got that. Yeah, and then you're playing with like a bunch of like semi-pros basically. I missed that boost. Wow, cringe. What? He read my clear? That's insane. Nice. Was he's an United decal, crazy. Alright, we're gonna switch over to the Dominus next game. Oh my god, it's Mr. Beast! What's up? I probably should stay with that. Come so close to regional? Yeah. Until he ran into OG and he got slapped around. Even trash talk that he would qual over OG. Or he would beat OG. Oh! I'm not gonna lie, I thought he was trying to catch up to it. I completely misread that. That's probably why. He was behind the belay, and then he got bumped into it. That's actually hilarious. That's a good run by him. Just letting people know so they get behind me. Up sap. Ew, did not think he did that. God damn it! Positioning is just a little bit off on every single one of these goals. Now that's more Ludwin's fault. He went 9 minutes late for that aerial. Jesus Christ. Sap just got caught in the no man's land because of it. That's why I was confused. It was so open. I was like, I don't know why we're not immediately going for that aerial, or at the very least just... I feel like there's literally a point in most games where, like, if you don't go for an aerial within the first, like, second, you should just not go at all. There's so many times I just see a ball like that where it's, like, very clear that both teams are trying to read it, and, like, you don't go immediately. It's going to be Jover. I tried to literally place that around him. These games are actually AIDS. A beast. What are we doing wrong? To be honest, Ludwin was just fucking throwing that game. Like, he could not set up these touches. I'm gonna go take a pee real quick and we'll reset after that one. Go pee. All right, enjoy some duck. What the? If you see any cough, you should probably get that checked out, Cluck. Ow. Kids are playing around my feet. They just, one of them tried to cut directions and they stepped on my foot and clawed me. I said 3's turning cough, and I said you should get that cough checked out. You mean? I should do some more tournaments, to be honest. I haven't done them in a bit. Or because I'm always banned. Because I politely leave the game even after a loss has been finalized, and the tournament recognizes that as abandoned for reasons like never been able to understand. Now! I see that I'm a freestyler. I was basically just getting double resets at will. Yeah, I'm hitting a hard break. Around 1820, I start just getting either like the hardest opponents possible or like, weirdly enough, just like games that like legitimately are throws. It's weird. Like, this past 2 games, I played with Sap. We're playing at 1800, but like, we lost that last game because our third just could not, for the fucking life of him, clear a ball. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, why are we missing that clear at 1800? Or why are we ever doing this? I'm like, just take it to the corner, like, what? Yeah, I kind of understand why everyone's solo queued up at 1830 and up or something, or triple queued. It's like, goddamn, can't really take your chances anymore in ranked. I feel like SSL and 2s is more impressive. Should really play more 2s. Goddamn. Drink up, buddy. I want to drink your face. I don't rise. What? Long time to watch. Happens. Oh, interesting. Nice pass. Bang! Wait, he's goated. Damn. Best passer NA actually served me a juicy pass right there. Usernaming correct. Low camera settings. These are Kara's camera settings. He told me to play with them, and so I've obliged. I'm also playing with Sap's sensitivities, which are Shaq's sensitivities, and they're not bad. It's like basically it's 0.6 higher on both my controls. So I play at 2.0 and 2.0, and he plays at 2.6. I don't like that half turn. Really? Interesting. Oh. Well, that's low-key kind of hilarious. I did not realize he was gonna jump in front of me. We also play it 2. That's nice. See, we've all somewhat congregated around that. Honestly, I just saw AJ playing once, and he adjusted settings, and it was at 2.0, and I was like, honestly, feels like that would be comfortable. I used to play at like 1.5, and it just felt slightly too slow at times. Oh my god, AJ. Control influencer. Carrie even made me play a game at 10 sensitivity and I scored a double with it. It's funny. Oh, weirdness going on here. All right. You have the CRL script this semester? Oh yeah. USF wins it all. to be frank. You heard you're right. Nope, USF. Winning it all. South Florida. Go back. Boys are flicking. Well, then not only do you need to get your cough checked out, you need to get your hearing. Can we play a game without just handing a pass over? I swear to God, bro. I cannot get clears lately. Why is every game like decided on stuff like this? Ah, I knew you were middle. Left. Great flick. Ran out of boost on that. Oh, we're losing to C1s! Jesus Christ, dude. These games are so easy. Why are we even struggling with any of these? Honestly, I'm just like for Akron, and they made fucking RLCS regional. Like, that's insane. I still can't believe that I made a joke earlier. I'm like, yeah, Akron made it and Boise didn't. East, again, just better in the West, I suppose. Akron Gold also been winning like every single Stride tournament, so Akron in general, they're just built different. W culture. I think Akron Gold has won 2 straight Strides. This is actually the most insane game. Okay. Awesome. Wait!
I'm here to share this W.
Hola! What's up, my man? How you been? W bread. Stressed with school? Yeah. Feel that. It's spooky to think about I might be done with school forever. You know, so much of your life is just spent doing classes, like, semester after semester, semester. It's funny to think about the fact that if I don't want to, I never have to go back to school. It's like we're fucking cursed. What is this? Why is Tweaking jumping for that so aggressively just to knock it bouncing off the corner? Ugh. It's so tilting, dude. Like, this is like 1800s, presumably? Just kidding, this is like mid-17s, because we've lost like 5 straight, I think. Like, I just don't understand how this happens. Why are we so obsessed with free jumps? Doing what you love. I mean, yeah, it just, Rocket League, it's in a precarious situation, content-wise. Casting-wise, it's doing fine, but, you know, casting is also very, back and forth. Luckily, I have a connects that kind of prioritize me for some stuff, because they know I'm full-time, versus, like, people who just are doing it. It's like, oh, I want an extra X dollars. It's like, well, yeah, but I pay rent. You're not real, bro. You're near post. Get me out of here. Oh. Something about watching a player go for attack and they're on the near post instead of just the middle where I'm obviously basing it. It's insane. Jeez. Alrighty. Learning to study is one of the many things that you learn in college. Learning to do something that actually helps with you. I recommend if you guys type your notes to not do that. Handwrite your notes, and if you don't handwrite your notes after every single lecture, go to the library and handwrite all of your notes that you took on a computer and put it into a notebook. I hope you transcode it better. And from there, make study guides off of that material by synthesizing it down further. And obviously flashcards are the good old reliable rote memorization at the very least. Also finding practice questions that actually focus on application will help you learn way better than just straight memorization. Yeah, the human brain is has not evolved to be able to catch up with memorize or encoding information when you're typing it, because you're able to if you type fast enough, you can pretty much type verbatim what the lecture is, whereas when you're handwriting a lecture, you kind of have to force yourself to make mnemonic devices and take shortcuts while you're writing, and it kind of forces you to like learn in creative ways or take notes in creative ways. But also just handwriting something, it takes longer to process, so your brain actually has to like deliberately think about what you're writing, so in a way it helps it retain better. So if you type your notes, that's fine, but make sure you actually handwrite them at some point later. Just focus on legibility and just rewrite the entire lecture. People are like, that seems like so much work. It's like an hour, 2-hour class. I'm like, believe me, it will help you. You'll notice that you'll just naturally remember stuff better. Oh, well, we have SAP anyway. No, it does sound like a lot, but just do it. You'd be surprised how much you'll retain. And literally just go right after class. Like if you don't have anything afterwards, don't go home. Just literally, that was the deal I made with myself. I don't get to go home. I don't get to go home until I finish handwriting all my notes. So I basically just got out of class, walked over to the library, got a bagel from the cafe, and a little water, and then I would just right, finish a page, some bagel. Right, eat some bagel, right, and just keep doing that. And it would be like another hour-ish before I actually finished that, but it really helped. Also, personally, I liked handwriting because, like, in classes that involve like graphics or like visual information, it's so much easier to just draw on your tablet than type out shit, or like if you don't have like a touchscreen laptop or something, like do like some like fucking stylus bullshit. I feel like the best of both worlds is probably just getting like a tablet to like do handwritten stuff using like a stylus, but I've never been, I was so broke in college I couldn't afford something like that. And honestly, in 2017, 2019, there were not too many things that could do that outside of just like the iPad. Use an iPad for notes, yeah. I would say handwrite them, get a stylus. Oh my god, it's PMU. No. Zap's playing really anxious on all these touches, rushing a lot of stuff he doesn't have to. Pass with card. I don't think he saw it until too late. Gonna buy some time since Berta was not on the back wall. I think coaching have to get better. I've personally never had coaching. Nope. You think coaching, like in your own coaching? As in like me coaching other people, did it make me better? Based on the conventional psychology of it, I would say yes. It's a very true thing that you don't truly understand a concept until you can explain it simply to people who are unaware. And I think that's exactly what happens when you have to coach someone and explain to them like what option coverage is, and also like why certain ways you like stagger defense, why you challenge in a certain way, like why you need your mechanics to like structure your challenges like in certain speeds, how you alternate speed, how you do whatever, and like kind of explain that out. Because I feel like there's a lot of times where players don't understand why they're moving the way they do, and I feel like when people, you can kind of tell the amount of like complexity people have and like the way they've thought about the game when you ask someone like a lower ranked player is like, hey, how do I get better? And people are just like, I don't know, man, you just gotta hit custom training more. I'm like, that's a really reductive thing, because it's like ultimately, yeah, my advice is that for people who are like legitimate silvers, because at that point they just need to drive in a straight line, but like, yeah, when you're like a diamond or champ, it's a lot more sophisticated than just like, I don't know, mech up. It's like, well, yeah, that could help, but I know a lot of people who are super mechy who like literally are hard stuck because they're just cannot understand what they're doing. I could solo Brainiac, and literally no, you couldn't. Brainiac would take over your brain. I think mechs are incredibly important. It's just that I would say it's like 60-40 game sense is important, because if people with like great mechs can like just become assets in their own right, but it's like if you don't understand why you're, that's also why I feel like ones is a great tutor. Like it's not a surprise to me that all the really like high level ones players are also tend to be pretty good comp players, because I think ones teaches you a lot about how to manipulate a play and how to like position yourself effectively. Put up a fucking hand, dude. I'm taking a break. Holy shit, dude. We literally cannot, like, I have lost 7 straight games. And I love you, Sap, but, like, I need to take a break from playing with you, because something is going on with our teams. Someone's got to put up a hand. So understand we have 2 people in goal and they're watching double. Anyway, this desk, I might pull the trigger on it. So pretty. I don't know why they keep measuring this middle section. Like, is it removable or something? I'm so confused. I like that desk a lot. I know, it's so pretty. I don't know about the white. I mean, there's other colors, I guess. Like there's this one, which is kind of nice, but it's also an extra $20, and I'm just like, it's removable or modifiable. I don't know, I just really like this like tan color. I don't know, I have always just liked this kind of color. It's nice and vibrant. It would kind of not go with the aesthetic of my place, but it's fine. I don't know, they're all just really nice. The gray one's a little too bland. I don't like how light that is. I think the white is tacky. Eh. I don't know. Unfortunately, people might agree with you because this is the least popular one. It's 179. Or like the cheapest one, at least. This is one table that's actually a discount that's not bad, but it's just, I don't love the design of it. It's this desk. It just has this like matte black middle part. And I'm like, why? Why? Why is this different? Why would I want that? Stylish splice board. I'm like, just give me one piece of wood. It probably is meant to be like that so they can ship this whole thing in like a smaller box or something. So it's not just like this massive, like 7-foot long box or whatever, but it just, why do I care? Why do I don't need these side areas. I just need one complete desk. Also, I like how they're like, look how it can be used as a conference table, and there's 4 of these next to each other. It's like, is that how it's supposed to look? I don't know, man. But yeah, I just want desk. It's fucking stupid ass desk. I want a width. It doesn't really matter to me. Depth has to be 24 to 35 minimum. Just want a metal frame. This Tribe Sign seems like a pretty decent company, except all these Prime deliveries are gonna be bare minimum getting delivered by like next week or something. I guess you know, all the Valentine's Day rushing on these things. Everyone's getting a table for their significant other. You know how it is. What kind of weird ass setup is this? It's got a freaking only those two. I have a vertical monitor here, but that's only because I stream and I have an additional third monitor on my left. I think Stumpy has a monitor set up where he has one monitor here and then 2 verticals on the left and right. It's not bad. Yeah, I will say the vertical monitor was very clutch when I was coding in grad school. It's literally why I bought it, and then later on I actually realized, oh wait, I could use this for streaming too. God damn, look at that. Look at that artwork. Ooh. I have not browsed a toilet plunger in this incognito session, so I'm not really sure why it's saying this is related. Maybe it's telling me my taste is garbage. I also feel like the Prime delivery estimate is probably based in large part based on where you live. So I'm going to search it on a window that's not related to where I live. I want to make sure you guys aren't getting my address doxed. That ugly one with the split design or whatever apparently can be delivered by Thursday. It's nice. I don't know, man. This one might be the one. Problem is, I think only this one can be delivered soon. Or maybe I'm high. Hold on. Nope, it's Prime. Free delivery February 19th to the 21st. A full week, bro. I didn't know you're Addy. Why do I need it so soon? I don't. I just prefer to have it. You know, I don't like waiting. Shit, I'm impulsive. Honestly, just because this desk I have right now is like good space and whatnot, but like, I don't know if you can see the camera moving. I'm barely moving this desk and it's wobbling this like a lot. So like I can't lean on the desk. I can't like put too much stuff on it. I feel like I'm just afraid it's gonna break soon based on how wobbly it is lately. So I just kind of want to move on with my life. Telling you I build good taco. I sure you do, bro. But I can't ask you to build me a table. How would you even get it to you? That's like gonna be costing you a fucking fortune to ship that shit. Oh, Charlie, I'm not asking you to drive all the way up here to deliver a table. Getting clipped on. Someone's gonna jump. Go up for the ball! Oh my god, bro. Watching these guys just stare at him like, bro, if you have more than 15 boost, you can block that shot. Oh my god, I'm watching 1700 just like stare at it and hope they miss. Like, that is not a strat. That is not a strat, chat. My bad, bro. I pre-jumped you. It was not your job. Like a possible? Yes, Pyro. I got one the other day. For the OG team stream on Friday. To a place called the Boardroom. There was a pool table in the middle of the salon area. No pool sticks or pool balls, so literally just a pool table for reasons I can't explain. Plus, it's called the Boardroom, so I'm like, are there pool tables in boardrooms? I feel like boardrooms are meant to just be, you know, like tables. Before you eliminated us, yeah. My laggy ass fucking stream, bro. Ugh, so angry. Trying something else to get Torment a team feed, and apparently it bricked my computer trying to use vmix. I was very sad. Oh, I didn't expect the loft like that. Wheezy, just go. It's fucking oh. Bro, I'm so tilted in these games. I just want to fucking rope myself, dude. It's so easy. It's so easy. It's so easy. I don't understand what we're trying to accomplish here. The dude is stationary, facing the goal. You are stationary, looking at the ball, directly facing the ball, and you turn away and let him then fake you? Brother, he doesn't even have a flick. The ball's not on his hood. Just go. I don't know why this is rocket science. Have we reached the point in the night where people are just turning their brains off? It's so weird, bro. I don't want to be tilted, but it's only tilting because people don't actually think in these lobbies. That's why they're frustrating. Like, why are you just following that? Just get the fuck out of the rotation, or just clear to the corner at the very least, because then we get bumped and it's fine, because when we respawn and get the read. Like, if I'm losing because the other team is just simply better, I don't really have a problem with that. If I'm losing because we're just handing goals over, like a charity, it's like, what are we trying to do here? I try to be a little tricky on that one. The best idea. I could carry. I think this game makes 8 straight losses, so I'm going probably out of Elden Ring after this, because this is blows. Never seen something more clutch than that. No, legit, like that's how I feel. Like when we're solo queuing in 1700, that's literally exactly what it's like to play this game at this level. It's just like existing in these lobbies with people who are playing Mafia. I do not get it. I do not know how this is allowed. Like I've legit debated whether sometimes people see my name and they're like, oh shit, like it's Taco. Let's like fucking throw his game. And then they just play like that. Because I'm not trying to say they're like garbage players. It's just like the individual decisions that lead to goals are so incredibly avoidable every time. No, those were legitimate 1700s. I guarantee they probably have plenty of hours in those accounts. But people just get on, and I think at a certain point their brains just like shut off, and they can't actually like process what they're trying to do. So it leads to a lot of goals like that, and it's frustrating because I've actually done a lot of like mental work the past few weeks and like months to like not get tilted anymore to the point where I used to. But lately it's like we have been getting to a point where even I have been able to like go over the edge a few times just because I'm like, I don't physically comprehend how we can lose that many games in a row simply off of like own goals or just staring at a ball. And I'm just like, I don't even feel like I'm playing poorly through those games. Like I'm watching back those games. I'm like, yeah, there's maybe like a goal or two that I'm like, I should have dealt with that better. But there's a lot of also moments where I'm just like, I genuinely don't think that's my fault. It's just like I am existing in these lobbies as they just we're getting dunked into oblivion.